Mm,
So, just last month, I had a property that sold at tax deed sale,
mm.
and it's an investor that's very involved in that Jax RIA organization I told you about. And
Yes,
he had
ma'am.
heard me speak somewhere, and I've known him over the years, kind of at a distance. And he called me and told me about the deal, and I was like, he really wanted the deal. It was a good deal. The homeowner was very upset that seemed like she had lost her property. This was like at 9 o'clock in the morning, and the auction was at 9. He called me right after, and I'm like, we can redeem it until
Yeah.
4 o'clock.
Mm.
So somehow we put together a deed. I met her at the clerk's office. The investor, as soon as she signed the deed, the investor paid the taxes. We redeemed the property that day, and the next morning, did the official closing.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Hugh Edmonds. You know what I'm going to say because it's so true. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here because I have another fantastic guest. I say that quite often too, and it's always true. And so this lady, I think you're really going to like her approach. I think you're really going to like the wealth of knowledge that she have. And I love how she can attack real estate from two different angles. She can be the lawyer that you need her to be, and she has a title company as well. So she is in a position where she can definitely help you get a deal done. And so I am so excited for us to learn from Miss Michelle Fusillo. Miss Michelle, how you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Greatly, greatly appreciate you being here. And I'll be honest, kind of want to dive right into it. I would love for you to tell people what your main focus is these days. I would love if you could give us a little bit of an origin story, kind of how you got started in the real estate and even got started into law, like your origin story. I would love to know. We love origin stories, what we call the hero's journey, right? We love it. And then if you don't mind, also tell us what part of the world you're in. So your main focus, your origin story, and where you are. Miss Michelle, you have the floor, ma'am.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So, I am in Jacksonville, Florida, which is a very active investor real estate market, and I love being a part of that. I am an attorney, and that's a second career for me. So I actually started law school when I was 50, and I had a whole career before that in business operations management. I worked for NASCAR and some of the tracks that they own. We did photography, creative services, marketing services, whole different world from where I've been for the past decade. And just really wanted to be able to do something that felt more um, like I was giving back and really making a difference. I love to work, maybe a little too much, but it's a big part of my life, and
Yeah.
I just wanted it to count for something that was meaningful to me.
Yeah.
And I have really accomplished that. I'm very grateful for the opportunities I've had, and when you go to law school, you kind of go through all of the different types of law. And I immediately was drawn to real estate and in estate planning, like probate. I think
Yeah.
that just the demographics right now in the world, that's a good space to be in. And you really do get a lot of opportunities to make a difference in people's lives. And,
Yeah.
that's my focus.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
My practice focuses, almost exclusively with real estate investors.
Hmm.
Um, and, you just kind of fall into that space. I met a very prolific investor here in Jacksonville, and he made a lot of introductions for me in my first year of practice. And, I just feel at home in
Yeah.
this space.
Hmm.
And I love real estate investing because it's a win, 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 win situation.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
you have, a homeowner that has a property that's in some kind of distress. There's a reason they're not just hiring a real estate agent to sell it. Most of the time they're just, kind of non-traditional people, marginalized people that don't really many times know how things operate. They stand at, at in a place in their lives where they could lose the biggest asset they have, maybe the house they inherited. And, real estate investors, for the most part, welcome these people. They talk to them um, in a way that, makes everything clear. And, they're just very welcoming and supportive of people that many people wouldn't even, you know, spend any time with. So,
Absolutely.
it's a win for that person. They sell their house, they have a win, and then there's a real estate investor. Many of them have companies. They're hiring people. They're paying taxes. They're contributing to the community. So that's a win. If it's a wholesaler, a lot of times they'll sell the house to a builder or another investor that's a flipper. It could do the construction. Again, more people are being hired. More taxes are being paid. The community's being um, it's a benefit to the community. And now you have a house that maybe was in, bad distress. A lot of times there's, drugs in them and they're just left, not being taken care of.
Yeah.
They're impacting home prices in the community.
Yeah.
And in the end, you have a house that's rehabbed. It's increasing the tax level for the whole community, making it a safer community. It's just like every aspect of the transaction is a win. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I love this space.
Absolutely. But definitely, thank you for sharing. Thank you for walking us up into where you are now. You held out on me. Had no idea attorney was the second career. You law school at 50. Then you dropped NASCAR on me. I'm like, wait a minute. Where was all this stuff when we was talking? But no, I love it. You have a very, very impressive resume. I like to say that I have a saying that destiny has no wasted moments, meaning no matter where we are in life, as each destination teaches us something about ourselves, something that makes us kind of who we are today, who we are now. So I love, attorney, business operations management. You wanted to give back. You wanted to do something that you love. And so this is where you are now. But I would love to know, what has destiny taught you throughout the journey? What has it revealed to you about yourself?
I think I have learned over the past decade has really been, very revealing to me about myself that,
Mm.
you know, I I would I was stronger than I thought I was. I've been through a lot of challenges over the past decade. I'm I am a Christian
Yeah,
and Jesus is my savior and he has been beside me and gotten me through some very challenging days and
yeah.
I'm very grateful for,
Amen.
him being a part of my life.
No, I'm glad you said you're a Christian because people that follow me, they know I'm often quoting Bible verses. Sometimes I say it point blank. Sometimes, I try to, slip it in there, but you and I both know that just, they are just biblical things that just guard our life, that guard our steps, that gives us vision, that gives us purpose. I mean, I hear you talk about, you've been through some things, I often say trials come to make us strong. That's what they are there for. And it's part of the natural maturation of just growing and evolving and coming from one place to another. Like trials come and we come through fortified knowing who we are. And so, with that being said, what are some adversities that you face within the real estate space? Because there are times when deals don't go the way we want it to. We got to pivot quickly. Sometimes people they're not forthright with all the information that they're supposed to bring, right? So, what are some of the adversities that you face within this real estate space?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yes. So I think that one of the things that my team has been able to bring to the real estate market is, a very in-depth, fast response to
Mm,
challenging situations.
mm,
So, just last month, I had a property that sold at tax deed sale,
mm.
and it's an investor that's very involved in that Jax RIA organization I told you about, and
Yes,
he had
ma'am.
heard me speak somewhere, and I've known him over the years, kind of at a distance, and he called me and told me about the deal, and I was like, he really wanted the deal. It was a good deal. The homeowner was very upset that seemed like she had lost her property. This was like at 9 o'clock in the morning, and the auction was at 9. He called me right after, and I'm like, we can redeem it until
Yeah.
4 o'clock.
Mm.
So somehow we put together a deed. I met her at the clerk's office. The investor, as soon as she signed the deed, the investor paid the taxes. We redeemed the property that day, and the next morning, did the official closing. Um, so, uh, y- you know, it's
Yeah.
just if you are presented with a situation that, to me, if there's something I can do that's going to prevent a family from losing their inheritance or losing their property, it's a small investment of my time to
Mm.
spend, to spend half a day at the clerk's office and, putting all that together and making sure that it happens. That investor has already given me like 3 referrals of new clients. So it all comes around. It all, it's a family,
Yeah.
it really, comes together when you invest that time, it comes back to you.
Absolutely. So, a mode, a creed that we live by, you reap what you sow. And it sounds like you are reaping good seeds and you are getting a return on good seeds. And this is why people keep referring to you because I often say at the foundation of any business, sustainable business, is servitude. You serve people authentically. I believe your business is going to thrive. I believe it has because that's the root. The root is to serve. And I just believe that you're going to continue to keep reaping on that root and continue to sprout up good fruit and good seed because servitude is the thing. So I love it. I love that you're serving from an authentic place. Miss Michelle, let me ask you, what is the next real goal for precision title and service? What is the next real goal for you? What are you looking to solve a scale next?
Um, I am looking, like just business wise, I'm really looking to get a cohesive marketing plan structure
Gotcha.
together.
Yeah.
So, it's easy for me to um, I love the problem solving, and
Yeah.
I will spend all day long I will gladly throw away marketing tasks
Gotcha.
to run down to the courthouse and save a property from a tax deed sale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much more
Yeah.
fun to me, but, I need to be disciplined as well and
Yeah.
devote that time to the business side and the marketing and getting, getting a plan implemented.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. Well, listen, when I'm talking to you, you value people, you value connecting with people. So I want to talk a little bit about relationships. Like, how has relationships benefited you? Do you think it's important within the real estate space? Like, give me your perspective when it comes to relationship and relationship building.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Absolutely. It's critical. Like, I mean, it's easy. The relationship building within the real estate market makes sense. I think anybody would get that. But I think creating relationships with people, the homeowners and the people involved in the transaction, it just really makes all the difference. We just had a super challenging closing. The investor again, it was a property scheduled for tax deed sale, not the same day on this one, but it was coming up quickly, and the property needed a probate. There were 11 heirs. As we got into it, it actually wound up needing 4 probates because several
Mm,
family members had died, and, I was able to make a connection with sort of the patriarch of the family, and
yeah,
he was
yeah.
super crusty and frustrated. This was a family that had been through, one of the sisters had kind of taken care of the dad and um, sort of an undue influence, a classic, threatened to withhold care for him if he didn't sign half of his house over to her and then sign a will giving her the other half of the house when he passed away. So the 11, well, there was 9 siblings, um, were just really angry about that situation.
Mhm,
So nobody wanted to participate. Nobody wanted to, but I met him, went to his, near his house and just created a relationship with him where in the beginning he was like, I'm not doing anything, I'm not participating, to him being our biggest advocate. And,
yeah,
it was very drawn out. And we wound up to set aside that will, all 11 heirs had to agree to set it aside. And we got 10 signatures, and the 11th was just absolutely not going to even speak to us.
mm,
So we were able to come up with a plan to the will left personal property to this patriarch. And so we were able to separate the contract where
mm,
the portion that side of the family was going to inherit, they purchased personal property from the house, and
yeah,
the rest of it went to the family that was inheriting the house.
mm,
So we got it closed and we got all those probates done. And the investor actually wound up paying the taxes because we couldn't get it done quite before the tax deed sale.
yeah,
But it was only a couple of weeks, and he trusted me and the process. And, um, it all came just actually closed a couple weeks ago. And so I think that, but if I hadn't have been able to build a relationship with him, he wouldn't have been, advocating with the rest
yeah,
of the family to get everything done. So, I mean, I think that's critical.
mm,
If it's just a business transaction, you're not gonna, you're gonna lose a lot of opportunities because it's people.
yep. There it is. I often say people are the real currency, like you said, and it's not just a transaction. The investment in the person, the investment in the relationship. That's the real currency, and that's the currency that will keep on giving time after time. It will keep them long relationships. You'll create generational relationships where you'll have relationship with their kids and possibly maybe their kids' kids. And so I definitely hear it, Miss Michelle. Let me ask you: is there any topic that I have not brought up that you like to talk about? Or is there any kind of words of inspiration, education, motivation that you want to give to people? Like, if there's anything like that, I would love to hear it, Miss Michelle.
Okay. Um, I think, on the business side, I think, my focus is really, I'm really trying to focus more on probate all
Mm,
across Florida. So, it's just something my team has had a lot of success with.
yeah,
And so I'm really trying to focus, um, business wise in that space. So I know there's a lot of investors that it's just a, perfect marriage of,
yeah,
those properties need to be sold in most cases. But,
yeah.
on a more of a personal side, I think one of my favorite quotes is from Henry Ford. And he said, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. And I think that has been my focus in life. And if I get off track and start to feel down, I have to remember that and just focus on, it's focusing your mind, focusing your attention, being grounded, and
Mm.
believing that you're going to succeed. And, that's the key.
Love it, Miss Michelle. Definitely a powerful message. Definitely a grounding message. And I absolutely love that quote. And so, absolutely, that's an outstanding quote. And so, listen, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you, Miss Michelle?
So our phone number is 904-559-1800. And my email address is michelle@fusillolaw.com.
Perfect, perfect. I want to say three things to you. First, I want to thank you for your time because, of course, time is a premium. You're a lawyer. You get charged for your time. Definitely thank you for your time. Your time is very, very valuable. Secondly, I want to thank you for your story. Thank you for the authenticity of your story, the honesty of your story, being a true representative of somebody that really wants to genuinely help people. Thank you so much for your story. And lastly, thank you for your perspective. Thank you for your mindset and bringing that mindset to this platform. I greatly appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Listen, y'all heard Miss Michelle. You can't deny she brought the value. She's giving you free nuggets. And so please definitely check the show notes, check her out, connect with her. But definitely make sure you are subscribed here because like I say, we're going to continue to bring up amazing people just like Miss Michelle. So thank you again, ma'am. And to everyone else, listen, y'all have a fantastic day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.